Oh, yeah. Hey out there, how's it going? Welcome to the show. As always, there are PayPal and Patreon links in the info box below if you'd like to support this channel. Got a great one lined up for you today, as far as you know. Let's see who we got on the panel. See if I got my wing woman out there. Betty!
Yeah, I'm flapping here.
Yeah, I knew you'd be flapping. Thank you.
So what's up today?
Guy?
The sky, huh?
Gotcha.
Luckily the sky is still up.
Yes, it is. It's still up. Yep, it's a good thing.
Let's get the weather out of the way. How are things in Missouri?
It is all of a sudden the temperature changed from 70 to 76. I just looked down, it says 76 now. So it's pretty nice out there. We've been smoked for the past week. Really high temperatures. Really, really hot. Almost unbearable. So no bad storms though. How about you?
Well, you could sort of give us some of your heat here because we have some rain and it's getting colder here. It is it's not that bad, but it's also not a very good summer. That sort of idea.
It's
right?
not.
We need more sun.
It's not midget golf weather.
Well, between the clouds and the sprays of what you get, right? You might be able to do it because it's a miniature, right? It's for midgets, so you're easily done.
Did I say miniature? Did I say miniature or midget? Don't rumpus me.
Oh.
Did I say miniature or midget?
You said midget, I think.
Okay, now get it right.
It doesn't sound strange to me because we call it that. So. Yeah.
Hey, Flat Earther's here. Haven't seen Flat Earther in a while. What's up, man?
All good, Kiwi.
Outstanding. Good to see you again, sir.
Yep, I've been missing a few of your shows and I had a request. If you could post the notifications of your shows like a few days before, because I always tend to miss those.
I don't think it'll help.
And I missed a few important ones. I always wanted to join you for the open discussion, which was the previous one regarding the numpty clips and also the Ballbusters show I missed. That was a huge one.
That was a huge miss on your part, sir.
Yep, you also announced it already last week that on Saturday you are going to have it, but somehow I missed it. Although I was doing something which was more important, still, I always wanted to be a part.
Yeah. I got you, man. Hey, life happens. No, not a problem. I hope you caught it. I hope you got a chance to watch it.
Yep, I did. I already did today.
What'd you think?
It was awesome.
I appreciate
5 pointers. What did you call it? The daggers. The 5 daggers, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The 5 daggers. Yes.
Daggers. Yeah. Really nice. Yeah.
What was the title? It's something like a merciless, savage death. Yes, sir. Yeah.
And I liked Witset's part as well. The small part that you played of Witset. That was real fun.
Oh, yeah. Witset's the man. Yep.
Yeah, this flat.
Yep. I was going to do it again today. In fact, I was going to do it every time I went live for the next month. However, I took a sort of a touchy-feely way through the Discords, and everyone got it. So I said, okay, I really don't have to do it, back to back. I'll do it again coming up here probably in 2 months or so, but I decided just to tone back on it because it's not really needed. Yes? Hello?
Oh shit. There
Oh,
it is,
yeah. Did you hear that at the first part? I had to add that.
Yep. That was the funniest part.
Yeah. You're talking about the beginning of this show, right?
Sure, I'm talking about the previous one.
Oh, okay. You didn't hear the beginning. Okay, not a problem. Don't worry about it.
No, I did not. No.
All right. Well, this conversation's going places.
I did hear the oh yeah.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, but why was that? Did you sort of went off script or something? What happened?
Off script. I just felt like saying, "Oh yeah."
Well, because people back in the day, I can remember that people told you that you were running a script the whole time.
I was right. They still say that.
Do they still say that?
They do.
I don't think that I have.
They do. It's got me baffled because if I was for me to run off a script usually requires everyone else to be on the same page too. It's just not one thing, right? So how can I be running off a script without no one else having that script? It's incoherent. It's non sequitur.
And I remember you explaining that to all these people that brought it up.
Yeah, I'm not getting it unless there's a little different twist to it. Somebody can explain to me. I'm not getting it.
Well, I think that they sort of think that you have sort of a script in the sense of you know what you're going to say at certain questions that are asked. You can have a script for that. I mean, it is not so that you need two scripts, right? One feeding and the other is like answering.
I definitely didn't know what I was going to say today.
But with the oh yeah, that's why I thought it was sort of out of character.
Well, I like to keep everyone on their toes.
Well, we can expect more oh yes in the future then.
Might not be oh yes. I might develop a little. I'm quite eclectic, so you never know what might happen.
Oh, or something like that.
Eclectic. That's a $10,000 word.
Oh hell yeah! Look at the words.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't be yes, right?
It's not. Yeah, I was just gonna say that it's not acquiesce. However, I get 2 bonus points for it.
Yeah.
Oh, what's up, Flatzoid? Yeah, check. Let me see you in there. Where are you?
He was here, and I unmuted him, but he left.
So if we keep him muted, he'll stay?
Oh no, I unmuted him almost immediately, I think. So.
I know. What's up with that, man? I see you in chat. See, I don't usually monitor chat, but I'm going to monitor chat this time.
Well, he's now in the chat of the side chat of on YouTube.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but he was in here.
He had a good video yesterday with exposing hillbilly blue balls, the redneck retard, aka the photosynthetic redneck, aka no marble science. Yeah, it was really good.
Don't they have a sort of back and forth the whole time?
Again?
Yeah, these two have a sort of back and forth with videos, I think.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, I don't know for sure, but I think that these. So yeah. But go on.
I was just saying it was a great video. Hillbilly Blue Ball is about dumb as a bag of hammers, so I'm sure it was low-hanging fruit for Flatzoid. I mean, that boy is gosh darn stupid. And don't worry, Hillbilly Blue Balls, you have a signature numpty clip there, buddy. Let me tell you something. After that's over, Your blue tick coonhounds aren't going to recognize you. That's how bad it is. I was like, ooh, man. It's relentless for a long time. So get ready, hillbilly blue balls, the redneck retard, a.k.a. photosynthetic reg. No marbles. Science. You're a clown, sir. You'll get exposed again. It's easy. I could do it in my sleep. Just let you open up that incoherent blowhole of yours. It's over. Oh, that was classic, Betty. Yesterday, I couldn't believe. I had to rewind it because I couldn't believe he said it. Right? This numpty dipshit says that there's, even in his paradigm, you know, spinning ball space monkey paradigm, that there's only one reference frame. And then he says that when an object leaves the surface, it conserves angular momentum. Number one, he doesn't know what angular momentum is. He doesn't, he'd fail like the first. They don't have physics in first grade, do they? If they did, he'd fail that, right? Junior high physics, he wouldn't even pass it. To invoke angular momentum, I don't know a reasonable analogy would be like to talk about water and then invoke shrooms. I don't know. It's too hard. It's so stupid, right? But we'll deal with that. I don't want to give too much up on that because it's coming. Just wait. However, listen to what I just said. If there's only one reference frame on the spinning ball space monkey religion and something leaves the surface of that, then why would it need to conserve any momentum whatsoever?
Yeah.
You dumbass. Well, it's
And still, he's going ahead with these videos and stuff, and having a subscriber group.
Oh, God. Can you please explain that one to us? So, if you only have one reference frame, then anything leaving that reference frame, it's even so hard to friggin' articulate it. If something leaves the surface of one reference frame, it's still in the same reference frame. So why would you need to conserve any momentum whatsoever? You're such a dizzy dumbass, man. And the hilarious
that reference frame.
The hilarious part before I was rumpus.
Sorry.
The hilarious part is he thinks he's an intellectual. That's the damnedest thing about it. He's not the only one, right? They all do it. But all I'm saying is, I was embarrassed for him. And then his evidence that he provided to support his position smashed his own face in with a shovel. It didn't support his position. It supported the opponent's position. It was unbelievable. Make sure you get a chance. Go ahead and watch Flatzoid's video that he put out yesterday. See if you can get that off him, Betty, so we could put it in the chat. Or I can make him a mod. I could do that, couldn't I? All right, there you go. There you go, Flatzoid. You can put your own links in there now. How about that? Save us some time.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, why are we still bothering with that guy? I mean, didn't we all already toe tag the guy?
Yeah, he's been toe tagged a few times, and there's some numpty clips out on him. I guess after the signature numpty clip coming up, it'll be okay. We don't need to deal with you anymore. Yeah. So he's fair game up until that point.
Okay.
Yeah, he's fair game because I've seen some ball-tard worship that numpty dipshit. I have.
With his coon tick from hell.
Especially because I think he did the Cavendish train wreck. He doesn't even know that Cavendish experiment. It's not an experiment, but he thinks it is. But just wait. Just wait. It's an utter train wreck. Yeah, Flatzoid's posting in there. Check that video out, folks. It's hilarious. If you want to see doublespeak at a high level, I'm talking Rhodes Scholarship level, tune into that one. It's hilarious. You'll have to rewind it and say, wait, did he really say that? Yeah, he did. Clown.
Did he go into Nathan's show or your show?
Never.
Where does he hang out then?
I see him in Gems because of Spurs Chemo's videos. I've seen him in there. I think he might still be on. I don't watch Jose JG Retards, so I'm supposing he goes there. Other than that, I don't really care. He's a numpty dipshit. But I've been hearing worship. Well, Big Blue did this, and Big Blue did this, and yeah, stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah. So what else? Did you get any information or any things about your last show? You said that was going well, that people picked up on it?
Yes, very quickly. I did informal tests, and they got it real quick. I think the important thing was that I stressed the Exhibit 1A, because that's all they really need. If you get Exhibit 1A, then you're golden. The rest, like I said, it was just gravy and dancing on the grave. After 1A, it's over. So if you understand 1A, and everyone can, because remember, terrestrial refraction requires two necessary antecedents for it to exist. Number one, curved gases, and number two, the radius. So the gases don't have inherent shape; they don't curve. It's over right there. So any attempts, if they refraction, they can't do it anymore because they can't support. It doesn't exist. Essentially, I'm not saying.
And when you go to the radius thing, you can catch him with that guy that was on the hill.
You could do it.
Measuring.
You could do it that way, but I warned them. You weren't there the last time. Mm-hmm. You were on vacation. You were doing midget golf. So this is what I warned them with. I said you could pick either one because there's two necessary antecedents. That's the curved gases, and they must know the radius. However, if you go to the radius part, which is fine, I don't have an issue with it. You're just going to be bogged down with the who, what, when, where, how, and why, or how,
exactly. Mm-hmm.
For the next hour or so. And why do that when you can just end it quick? Well, if
you want to sort of prolong it instead of having a debate of 30 seconds.
So they're sort of masochists.
Well, you have people that are who is the masochist?
That depends.
Yeah, I felt that too. I thought, well, where's your mind at then?
Yeah, it depends. It could be the one that's proffering the argument or the one that's trying to come up against it. I sure hate it if you're trying to come up against it. But like I said, to finish off that point, again, I was gonna run that presentation again, but why? It's over. What did somebody tell me today? Somebody said that I'm straw manning their model because refraction exists. I mean, it's just nonsensical buffoonery. They don't pay attention to detail at all. They obviously didn't watch the presentation. And then they said that they did research on refraction. Of course, it was just 5 minutes, after I was talking about it in the VC. So they did 5 minutes of research, and they couldn't find where there were two different media in an interface. So there you go.
Okay.
So what can you say to that? I mean, their research. Do you call that research? In 10 seconds, I just destroyed them. Physics classroom, hyperphysics. That's Georgia State University and Andrew Thomas Young. Real simple. Just bam, over. Clowns.
still enjoying this whole debate.
After 5 years, it's over 5 years now, huh?
I think so, yeah, because I think you started in 2016.
2016, May 2016.
Yeah, so we're coming up on 6 years now.
But yeah, a little over 5.
Yeah. Well, you're starting on your 6th.
Starting on the 6th year, and your question was, do I still enjoy it? Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. If I didn't, I wouldn't be here.
Yeah, but you sort of sound sometimes a little bitter.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's necessarily good for me isn't necessarily good for the feeble-minded.
We are calling feeble-minded.
Woo, look at the time.
The ones that are sort of looking at you now or watching you now, or the ones that...
This better stuff. Where'd you get... I'm not better.
Well, just asking.
Define better.
Someone that is like getting aggravated that this message doesn't go over well and starts whining.
Whining?
Yeah.
Like what?
And calling people names.
Calling people names, those are assessments.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are assessments after I get done ripping their arguments apart. What's wrong with that?
No, I think that Mr. Blueball's got the best of these assessments because he got a whole freaking sentence as his
as a
assessment.
name. Well, he deserves every bit of that one. Photosynthetic redneck, that was perfect. I couldn't believe it. I
wonder how his uniform would look like with all these assessments and ornaments of praise, basically.
Yeah, he's not the only one. There's just so much stupidness. I couldn't believe it. Listen, it's not bitterness. It's just frustration that I have to deal with grown adults with really simple concepts like level is not curved. Synthetic is not natural. Counterclockwise and clockwise, they're not objective directions. You see,
air is not the atmosphere.
Air is not the. It goes on and on, right? So I don't know if it's bitter. It's just frustrating that I have to deal with that. After 5.5 years.
Yeah.
So
I've seen that this world is sort of like degrading into these sort of double think, double speak kind of phrases.
Yep.
Words have no meanings anymore. It's like the postmodernism sort of view that people have nowadays, where a word can mean many things, and if you like it to have another meaning, you can, right? It's like we don't have she and he anymore. We have they, whatever that means. There's no sort of defined words anymore. It goes all the way, right? So level isn't curved. It is curved now.
Well, then you can't communicate.
Yeah. So that's basically it. What they're doing is they have no other recourse, and then they go on by double speaking. And we have this. So literally, we have people that are having these double-minded heads on their shoulders, which makes them think two concepts at the same time. Sort of like a split personality, I suppose.
Yes. I see that a lot. You're right. I noticed that. They're holding two mutually exclusive positions as true at the same time. Yeah, it's a train wreck. Sometimes it's multiple, more than two.
Yeah, and if you can make people believe two concepts at the same time, you can do anything with them.
Yeah, too much name calling devalues the speech. Yeah, but you got to understand, you just can't broad brush it. It's where they're placed. If it's just name calling, if you just go into a discussion name calling, then that's numpty. No one should do that. I never do that. I'll tear apart your argument. If I know, it depends. If I know the person I'm talking to, or I have any history with them, and I know they're the numpty dipshit, then I might lead out with it. But that's not where I'll stop. I'll go ahead and show systematically how you're a numpty dipshit, and then call you a numpty dipshit at the end. So it's like a crap sandwich with nothing good in it.
Yikes. Who wants to take a bite out of that?
They always do. Everyone wants a shot at the title. Here I am. The link is hold on. The link is in the description. Come on in. The water's warm. I have a lot of people in my chats too talking abject nonsense. So what I'm doing right now, since I can't write a whole lot of posts, one, due to time, two, YouTube likes to delete posts for some reason. I don't know, but I keep them short. I just say, come on into the show. Just come on the show and present your case, the numpty case. It's usually ambiguous stuff. I had a guy with the second law of thermodynamics, Eric Lind or whatever his name is. Where are you at, numpty? He says that we have a meme or a mantra that the second law about the second law of thermodynamics and its relation to the gas pressure. He says it's a meme. You think a natural law is a meme, you numpty? Come on in here and I'll whip you around by your short hairs for a little bit and then we can move on.
Yeah, but a meme is just to clarify sometimes a certain thing or a certain double speak or double think. So that if he doesn't get the meme, then maybe go back to school and learn about those.
It's just an ambiguous claim. You know how they do it. You know, flat earthers this, flat earthers that. They'll make an ambiguous claim lacking detail. They're about 1,800,000 degrees away from complete ambiguity, right? Just the typical flat earth, the glurfer stuff, you know.
What did you say?
Glurfers.
Glurfers?
Yeah, they're glurfers. It's another name.
Never heard that before.
Well, you heard it now. I made it.
So you coined that term as well?
Huh? I did officially. I'm taking full responsibility for that.
Now it's copyrighted. Nobody can use it anymore.
Yeah. No. We'll see if it takes root.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Yeah.
All right.
Well, we get a lot of people in here already. And I opened up a couple of I muted a lot of people, right?
Okay.
But I see Don Gio here. I had a conversation with him last night. Hey, Don.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Oh, I'm all right. I'm just laying here resting, healing.
Sounds like a personal problem.
Trying to get this check-in up here.
You need to be active.
Did you say something? Hold on. He said somebody. Are you a chubby chicken chucker?
No, I had surgery. My knee. I can't move my knee. It's all wrapped up.
Oh, okay. So he's injured.
I thought he said
pretty bad.
Yeah, but he called it a chicken.
Well, it kind of does look like a chicken. Okay. How wrapped up it is.
Didn't you just say that you had to get the chicken up here?
I hope not. But if I did.
You did say that. Somebody rewind. He said something about a chicken just a few seconds ago.
That's what you want to hear,
You think that's what I'm wanting to hear? All right.
Yeah, you have something against chickens. I don't know.
Hey, shout out to Dr. Law. I used to call him Dr. L.A. for the longest time. Painting world champion. Thanks, Dr. L.A. Yeah, they know it. Yeah, they talk a big game. They talk a lot of smack in chat. You know how chat skanks are, right?
Yes. Yeah.
They talk a big game there.
Yeah. Well, shouldn't you do a shout out more than just to Dr. La?
Yes, I should. And who should I do it to? Betty, tell him out there.
I think that you need another shout out for your Patreons.
My
helping you out.
Patreons, man. You got it right. And you're exactly right on point, Betty. Thank you. So, my Patreons, boy. I got them running across the street. You know what? I forgot to change. That. Oh, speak of the devil. So I always have them running across the top of my screen. Make sure if you see those guys, you recognize them because they make it happen. All right. Most, I would say 90% have been with me from the beginning. Frigging rocks. Oaks, man. Oaks. So we have Sidinks, Felix Hung, James Mays. What's up there, James? Eagle Plane and Anchor. Steve Ohm. Texas Mike. Those guys, I'm telling you, those guys have been with me from the beginning. Fireball X2. Nathan Thompson. Degas. Morris. Sampson. YN. Will Brax. Melby Styles. Gabrielle Ribas Donato. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. Agent Wordsmith. JK38. And the newest member, Austin Whitsitt. Appreciate it, guys. It wouldn't happen without you, let me tell you. Because my wife wouldn't put up with it. So thanks a lot, guys. I really appreciate it. You guys are, like I said, rocks. You're oaks. Shout out to you guys.
Yeah. Great to have some people supporting you.
And
Right.
and it's difficult times because, you know, with this nonsensical virus stuff, right? It's just thrown everything for a loop. And I know money's tight out there. I know. I could feel it myself. So I understand it. So like I said, you guys are the best, man. Thank you.
Yeah, let's hope that it doesn't get worse, right? With all the things, but if we can sort of prevent this, the people thinking that the scientists are right now with the whole hoax that they put up now, right?
Scientists.
Yeah, and if we can sort of pinch holes in their story about their sort of idea of science, which is pseudoscience.
Not pinch a hole. Send the friggin' torpedo through it.
That might be better, yeah. But sometimes a lot of pinches is also a big.
What are you going to pinch them to death?
Well, why not, right? I mean, we are little people, right? So every pinch is a thing. And a lot of pinches is painful too.
Pinches can be painful, you're right. But I don't want to deal with just pain.
You are bad.
Well,
what do you want to do?
Did you say you just want to deal with pain?
I said I just don't want to deal in pain.
Ah,
Oh, that's bad. That's worse. Okay. Yeah,
so
well,
that's,
that we have that pseudoscience where people think in models and data from statistics and stuff. But come on, people, we all know that can be manipulated. And so you tell people, well, we as scientists have come together and we expect this and this to happen in the future. So we have to do this. And then they manipulate that whole statistic and say, look, it worked. Right? That's not science. That's what happens. And we need to know that models and statistics don't make up for the science.
How you know that?
How do I know that? Because of you. Scientific method. People,
Yep.
learn it.
Yeah, I'm the author. We went over it this morning on Nathan's show that I was the author.
Oh, you're the scientific method guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mr. Independable and independent variable John.
Did you say independable variable?
Independent. I like that word.
oh, that's great.
Independable. Well, then use that one, right? It's not it's independable.
It's independable. That is so bad. That is really funny. That's a baller. That just reminded me of something. The baller yesterday, I heard him talking, and he called the law of thermodynamics. He called it thermodynamics.
I like my independable variable better.
We need the independable variable in the thermodynamics.
Thermodynamics.
It was not thermo, it's thermodynamics.
It's even weirdo dynamics.
Yeah. You have to be careful out there, folks, because I'm always screwing around because I just take the words that they use, like in spectroscopy, and they said some nonsensical things. You got to be real careful, because if you say those words over and over again, it becomes part of your vernacular, and you'll use the screwed up version of the word when you're talking, with other people. Just be careful of that.
Yeah. Where's Adam, by the way? Because he said that word spectroscopy.
Yeah, he calls it. Yeah, but that's an easy one not to say. Right? Spectrochocoloscopy, that's just, you can refrain from saying that, but it's the other ones.
Yeah, the ones that close.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've done it many times, especially with my family, and I have to just shake my head. Another one is the double split experiment.
Funny. Ha ha. He got me.
Don said it yesterday. Don said it. Was it yesterday or the day before yesterday?
I have no clue. Maybe yesterday, maybe the day before. I got one for you. Quasi monochromatic planar waves.
Yeah.
That could be a tongue twister.
Uh-huh. All right, moving on. All right, let's go with Numpty Clip. M. Scott Veach's Numpty Clip. You guys in the Hangout are going to have to go on to YouTube, because I'm not going to share it in Discord.
Why not?
Huh?
Why not?
Because I'm not.
Well, I think you thought that you used to sort of crush down your computer, but that was not the reason, right? So
I don't want to.
Scaredy cat, huh?
Fair enough. I'll take that. Yeah.
All right.
So we're gonna play because the computer was down when the PhD Booker Eaton Schmuck M. Scott Veach's signature Numpty Clip came out, and I didn't get to it. I didn't give it its due attention. So we're gonna run that mug again. What do you think about that, Scotty? I don't really care what you think.
Is he okay?
I don't. Is Scotty okay? I don't know. Find out if Scotty's okay.
Is Scotty okay? Is he okay, Scotty?
People wanted the full version of that. Can you believe it?
No. Was that too fast?
Yeah, here we go. Let's go ahead and run it for your enjoyment out there.
Mm-hmm.
May I introduce you? You probably already know him. He's been on Numpty Clips before. Oh, by the way, Mike Discipline, please, so I don't have to put you guys on mute. I will. No, I'll do it. So, Mike Discipline, shout out to the Booger Eating Schmuck PhD, M. Scott Veach. Here you go, Scotty. And this is, let me tell you something. There's one more, at least one more in the hopper that makes this look like a fender bender. If you can believe it. So, here we go. The PhD Booger Eating Schmuck M. Scott Veach, elbow deep, May 2021.
Listen to my whole sentence. If you're on a sphere, and you change your latitude, you also change your rate of rotation.
Well, that's what your pseudoscience priests tell you, and you mindlessly parrot. But the Earth is demonstrably flat and not rotating. It's also a non sequitur fallacy. If you're on a sphere, a shape, that premise alone doesn't in any way even remotely imply that the shape is moving, in this case rotating. Shapes are not motions, Crayon Muncher.
So you're changing your rate of rotation if you're on a sphere when you change latitude. It's a standard for rate of rotation.
Are you high right now?
Either that or he should be. See the previous response in toto. It's another non sequitur fallacy. Even if it was rotating, how in the world is the rate of rotation a stand-in for the rate of rotation, whether you're changing your latitudes or not, booger eater?
But then you check to see, does the rate of rotation affect precession as predicted?
His question slowed down for comprehension. As we're all aware, the booger eater's mouth is about 5 minutes ahead of the caper-sized piece of horse shit between his ears. The question: does the rate of rotation affect precession as predicted? You have yet to establish that the Earth is rotating. You kind of have to do that first. And you have no scientific prediction here, as in a scientific hypothesis. Even if you knew how to construct one, and we all know you don't, you have no viable independent or dependent variable in this genre.
It does. Oh, look, it's processing.
I did tell a putty cat.
Now you have to
It's
ask
called
yourself.
affirming the consequence.
No, it isn't.
Oh, yes it is. Textbook. If P then Q, Q therefore P. If the Earth is rotating, we will observe a putty tat. We see a putty tat. Therefore, the Earth is rotating.
And now you have to ask yourself, oh, is it possible, is it quite likely that the fact that I was changing this dependent or independent variable is the thing that's causing it to precess? Or is it something coincidental? And that's what I was trying to explain to you before, which is always a possibility, which is where you check in to see, do I meet my standard of statistical significance or not?
What the fuck? My word, you're delusional. Possibility and likelihood is only used with inductive reasoning. There is no inductive reasoning in the scientific method. You were changing your independent variable? The only thing you were changing in your previous non sequitur fallacies was the latitude. Latitudes don't cause anything, and most certainly don't cause the Earth to spin in Space Monkey, you bozo. And newsflash, latitudes don't have physical existence, you booger-eating goober. Moreover, and knee-slapping hilarious, the quintessential example of giving a 3-year-old a chainsaw. In retrospect, a Trojan horse, if you will. After the ball-tarred booger eaters continually got their asses handed to them from 2016 through 2019 because of flat earthers asking for their independent variable, they eventually wisened up. I use that as loosely as possible, and educated themselves, again, as loosely as possible, on what independent variables are. For whatever reason, they focused heavily on the changeability aspect and continue to do so. These schnoz particle chefs think that if you can change something, then it's automatically an independent variable. But an independent variable, the presumed cause, is varied and manipulated itself by the researcher so as to change the relationship with the dependent variable. The booger eater here said he changed his latitude, ergo independent variable. He didn't vary and manipulate a latitude itself. He merely changed his position relative to an arbitrary fairy tale latitude. See it? They have the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable. Boneheads. That's what you get for pretender clowning. These dizzy Dunning-Kruger dipshit doofuses have Elmer Fudd, Mr. Magoo, and Baby Huey doubled over in the corner, gasping for their last breaths from tear-jerking belly laugher syndrome. Oh, by the way, booger eaters, you're welcome. No thank you required. Lastly, your flailing non sequitur of the ages Mr. Magoo application of statistical analysis to whether the space monkey is spinning or not is tantamount to applying GNP of Zimbabwe calculations to authenticate the Declaration of Independence. Are you okay, dude? Jamal, get on it. Hee-hee. Ow, ow, ow. Scotty, are you okay? Scotty, are you okay? Are you okay, Scotty? Scotty, are you okay? Scotty, are you okay? Are you okay, Scotty? Scotty, are you okay? Scotty, are you okay? Are you okay, Scotty? Scotty, are you okay? Are you okay, Scotty? Tell us that you're okay, that you're okay, that you're okay, Scotty. There's a sign in the window that instructs you to booger eating schmuck, Scotty.
Well, we had to clear up the difference between engineering and science. There was no science in engineering at all.
Oh, yeah.
What is your definition of science?
I just told you how there is, Kimo.
Wrong. From Boston University, College of Engineering, 2010 fall issue of the Engineer. Title of the paper: Engineering is not science. Duh. From Professor Henry Petrosky, Professor of Engineering and History at Duke University. Title of the paper: Engineering is not science, and confusing the two keeps us from solving the problems of the world. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the PhD booger-eating schmuck here and his ilk keeps us from solving the problems of the world.
What they're essentially saying is, you say you're doing science, but you're doing something that doesn't actually test hypotheses.
What the hell did you just say?
Anytime you're using something that is going to help you test hypotheses.
I wonder how you would have an experiment without the scientific method. I wonder how that would be.
Well, let me ask you a question. Do you think of the scientific method as requiring stuff like observing natural phenomena?
Yes. Dependent variables, observe natural phenomena, are absolutely requisite for hypothesis construction. And you can't have natural science without hypothesis.
So then, let's say tomorrow, I'm going to just do an experiment where I have a control variable of temperature. I'm going to adjust it.
OMG from a booger-eating PhD. Doofus, you don't change or alter control variables because control variables are always held constant. That's what makes them controls.
You dumbass.
Next block of instruction: how to look through a window while standing.
And I'm going to see how it affects the salinity of my compound. And I'm going to record all the results. And I'm going to do this experiment. I've done an experiment there, but I'm not really part of any kind of overarching method. I just did an experiment by itself, in and of itself, without observing a phenomenon. I didn't even really have a hypothesis.
Ay, caramba.
So you conducted a scientific experiment without a hypothesis? How can you do that when experiments are hypothesis tests? From pennstate.edu, the scientist applies his or her present knowledge to predict the effect of the independent variable on the dependent variable. The prediction is a statement of the expected results of the experiment based on the hypothesis. What's next? Run the Brickyard 400 without a car.
Curvature, in and of itself, is a constant elevation.
You serious?
Shockingly, he is. Scotty. Did you pick the wrong week to stop sniffing glue? A constant elevation is having no part higher than the other. That's the definition of level, flat, and horizontal, not curvature. From dictionary.com, level, having no part higher than another, having a flat or even surface. From Cambridge, level, Not rising or falling or higher on one side, Scotty, but even in all directions, horizontal or flat. Something that is level with something else is at the same height.
That's not going to tell us anything about curvature, though. Elevation does not hold any hints as to whether we're curving or not.
What the hell did you just say?
That's an elevation change. That's fine, but a curve is not an elevation change.
Raggy retard!
The curvature does not change the elevation, Brian.
Fatality.
Wow, dude. Wow. So curvature does not change elevation, eh? From the United States Naval Academy.edu. Curvature is the rate of change of slope. So it is the second derivative of the elevation surface.
Uh-oh!
From pennstate.edu. Slope is a measure of change in elevation.
Uh-oh!
So, Booger Eater, if curvature is the rate of change of a slope, and a slope is the measure of change in elevation, then curvature must necessarily involve a change in elevation. Next block of instruction, how to point at a house. This is galactic universes beyond mind-numbing absurdity. The quintessential tenet of fairy tale ball-tard spinning space monkey religion dictates an 8-inch per mile squared drop along a tangent from your feet in every direction, Scotty. What is drop if not an elevation change? Por favor. Folks, this is akin to a communist renouncing the abolition of private property and the Roman Catholic Church disavowing the Virgin Mary. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, this booger-eating schmuck's entire performance is imbecilic at a second-grade level and demonstrates a purposeful fundamental ignorance of mere basic concepts and topics. He not only speaks confidently in his belly-laughing ignorance, but ridicules others for challenging his baby Huey horsepuckery. It's a shameful disgrace for your average Joe Coffey to spew such backwards nonsensical drivel, but this schmuck has a PhD. I heretofore, Your Honor, invoke the DEFCON 1 doofus statute, recognizing the clear and present danger this Dunning-Kruger numpty has not only to himself, but others. Put a cork in it, Your Eminency. Yep, got it. Your Worshipfulness. That was society on the line. They want an emergency restraining order against this booger eater. No less than 1,000 light years. Your splendiferousness. I move to strike jury deliberation. Have them retired to their respective residences with the court's deepest apologies and a counseling voucher for tear-jerking belly laugher syndrome. An immediate subpoena issued from the bench with an attached indictment for Captain Kangaroo U, mail order diploma section, where this numpty clearly obtained his degree from. The PhD booger eater here straitjacketed, shackled, horse and elephant tranquilized, without cessation, in place, with a 24-hour sword-drawn guard while we await Mr. Green Jeans, Mr. Bunny Rabbit, and Mr. Moose Stamp Lickers to give account.
Turn out the lights, the party's over. They say that all good things must end. Call it a night. The party's over. Hey.
Hello. It's for you.
Yeah? You've just been erased.
And that's that. No recovering, baby. Not from the independable variable in the hypothesis.
He talks fast, doesn't he?
He's got a regular motor mouth on him, yeah.
It's hard to understand, even what he says.
I wonder if he's okay.
Are you okay, Scotty?
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
Are you okay, Scotty?
Yep. His independable variable in his hypothesis. That's a point that I'd like to bring up. Appropriate this moment in time is that these knuckle draggers don't know what a hypothesis is. They don't know what an independent variable or dependent variable. They don't know any of that stuff. But they caught on, like I said, they kept on getting their asses handed to them over a long period of time. So I forced them to go look it up, right? But they don't know what they're doing. They're just parroting, definitions, probably some, they got from questionable sites. They don't even know what it is. But for some reason, they caught on to the changeability and the variability you have to impart on, with the independent variable in an experiment. But that's not the most important thing. You see, for independable variables, for the abominable variables, you have to satisfy 3 criterion, right? Not just 1, 3. Number 1, it must demonstrably exist. Number 2, you must be able to vary and manipulate it inherently. And number 3, the most important is it's your cause factor. Cause factor. I can't believe you guys haven't gotten a hold of this, right? That is the most important. So when you say your latitude, which is a fairy tale anyway, is your independent variable, what you're saying is the latitude causes the Earth to spin. That's how stupid it is and how stupid you guys sound. But keep going. Don't worry. You don't have to listen to this. There's nothing to see here. Friggin' bozos. You crack me up, by the way. Go ahead. Sorry for the rant.
Well, I think that people liked your singing.
Oh, did they? I didn't get a chance to look because I can't pull it up at the same time. Did they like it? Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Someone singing a singing QE is the best QE, it says.
Like I said, listen, this wasn't premeditated. It was purely spontaneous. I was right in the middle of the clip. I needed, take a break. I had to eat dinner or something. And I came back and I said, I don't really want to continue this. Let's go with something else. And I seen over to the right, it was Smooth Criminal by Michael Jackson, right? So I clicked it on, just sit and relax. I like Michael Jackson, especially like that song. And it just, Annie, are you okay? And it's Scotty, are you okay? And I just started, Scotty, are you okay? So I said, oh, I got to do this, right? So I had a problem in the beginning because all the karaoke stuff had the actual music, Michael Jackson's actual music, and that wouldn't fly because as soon as you hear 3 notes, it's over. I'm getting copyright strike. So I said, I got to go find something else. So I found that, but it's like it's 78 speed, right? It's fast enough. And, I can't sing, and it's hard to keep up with something, just as fast as the original song, but this was even faster. And I said, God.
Well, it's kind of Scott Feaches.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. So I put the karaoke.
It speeds up a little faster than in our part.
So. Wait till I'm almost done.
Yeah.
So I said, listen, I'm not going to spend all day with this. It's not going to be perfect anyway because I can't sing. So let me just go do it. And I did it one time. It was a first take. And that was it. right? That was my first take. I didn't do it again. And I played it this morning. My daughter loves it. She just starts cracking up. So that's a special bonus for me.
Well, you have to.
My son wants to punch me. My daughter, she just loses it.
Yeah, daughters and their fathers.
Yeah. All right, that's the end of the story. So sorry for the little rant. I had to get through with it.
So I'm in the chat and I'm seeing Nathan spamming his show already. The flat Earth debate. So when this is over, they can all go over there. And I asked him, "Can we maybe begin?" And he says,
"Can we begin or what?"
Yeah, we can begin.
Oh, you may. I got him. Yep, you may. Yep. Good. How's the sound?
How's the sound? You're asking him, huh?
Yes, I am. How's the sound? Should be good. I made a couple little adjustments.
I asked him another question, and I think it was just a token chat again, because I said, "Can I touch my face, Nathan?" And he said, "And there's nothing, no answer." So I don't know.
Oh, he pulled a token chat maneuver.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
If you don't answer this question on how the sound is, that's a token chat show up. You're busted, dude. We're going to wait. This is what it's come down to, folks. This is the business that we're in.
And then we got the Adam Meekin in chat. He says, "Evening, everyone."
Great. Thanks, Adam. You're in the wrong chat, by the way.
Yeah. I said, "Where have you been?" And he says, "On my way," he says. Yeah, but people liked it, and they I think they liked this clip of the Scott Veach. Yeah. What does Scott Veach know of? Was his dad not an astronaut or something?
That's the word, yes.
Yeah. So he's been into space, huh? Supposedly.
That's the story.
Maybe that's as far as that Jeff Bezos guy did. Just 3 seconds of weightlessness, or was it 3 minutes, and then come back down?
A brainlessness.
Weightlessness. Whatever.
Did he have his independable variable in there?
And was it sort of independable?
Yeah, the independable. That is. Yeah. Well, I got to be careful because, like I said before, you'll start saying it.
Yeah. Well, you might use it in another sort of numpty clip. I think it's a good one.
Yeah, let me shout out the numpty clips. There's a couple good ones still waiting this week. Tomorrow, what is? I got on there tomorrow. Sean Little G. What a numpty. And then Friday, it's Dr. Phil Bellin and Sean, the crackhead Hawkins, talking about how gas molecules or water vapor is not gas molecules, and it's a train wreck, folks. So you probably heard it before, but I figured I'd throw it out there again. I want to document it for posterity. I just want everyone to know, for the numpty baltards out there, I'm sending these to the Library of Congress, man. They're never going to go away.
Okay. Yeah.
It's gonna take till the end of the world, when everything goes away, for them to go away. Just to let you know, clowns. And stay tuned for signature numpty clips. There's about 8 left, and they're all done, by the way. So I'm just meeting them out, here and there. But you're not gonna believe. Stay tuned, folks. I'm telling you, look out. If you thought I'll tell you what, the first signature numpty clips, I think there's 5 or 6 of them. And by the way, that reminds me, always go to the playlists, right? Go into those playlists. Now I got signature numpty clips and the numpty clips. Just go in there and play them. There's a lot of good information in there. I put a lot of work into them. There's a lot of education in there. It's not just a thumb in the eye of the baltards. We have a little bit of that. I told you I like to take a few liberties with my guests. You'll give me that. But there a lot of subjects are dry, so I need to spruce them up a bit. They don't need a whole lot of sprucing. They got the ball tards in there. Something stupid this way comes. Just wait a few seconds. But
is that a good sentence?
What's that?
Something good this way comes.
Something stupid this way comes.
Oh, okay. Still stands wrong. Okay. Yeah. I think that Adam made it to the chat to this chat now.
Did he?
Yeah. Hey, Adam.
I've migrated over.
Oh, let me.
Sorry, guys. Busy evening.
With
So
what?
apologies for my tardiness.
With what?
What? Well, Leo had football training. So that was supposed to be an hour. But it turned out to be an hour and a half. So, and then I had to have my tea, mate. So
A football training? Or are you saying soccer?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. What was for tea?
It was scraps. It was leftovers from the other night. So it was chicken, butter chicken, and then dog paneer, spinach and cheese, spicy Indian cheese.
Chicken. You're a chubby checker, chicken chucker.
A little bit. I'll eat a bit. Yeah, a little bit. But I'm not. The boys eat most of the chicken.
Wengies.
Archie's a wingy head. And he's adopted the title Wingies as well. So
Yeah, I know. Did you say border chicken? And then what else did you have with that?
a butter. Sorry,
Butter
like,
chicken.
yeah, flat halfers here. We all know. It's like I think it's called chicken carne or something like that. My Punjabi's not the greatest. But it's like chicken tikka, but yeah.
I thought you said border chicken, where you catch the chicken at the border and then deal with them there.
Possibly Scottish or Welsh, yeah. We could have them. No, butter. 2 T's in the middle.
It's like you're cruising down the road and you want chicken for dinner, but you're near the border, but the chicken's not near the border just yet. There's some distance away, but then when they get close, then you go deal with them. That's border chicken.
It's borderline chicken.
What's your independable variable?
How far it is away from the border.
How far? Yeah, using distance. Good one. Okay. Yeah, Betty created a monster, Adam.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
I think I heard it earlier on.
Independable variable.
Yeah, have you noticed that, Adam? Oh, by the way, where's Dawn? Hey, Dawn, you still here?
Correct, go.
Right. So what you do is you right-click on Adam's icon, and it says message, and then you message him directly.
I've just had one.
Yeah, I knew he'd probably be on it. Okay. I just wanted to touch on that before I got away from it before I forgot.
I will respond.
Okay.
Yeah, of course I help you, Don. No worries, mate. Whatever.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's always good to discuss admin on the show. Did Nathan say anything yet? The old token chat show up?
He didn't.
Oh, stinker.
Just spamming his show and then leave.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do with him, Adam?
I'm with him.
I'm with him.
Well, Adam is a pharmacist. He might have some medication for him.
Yeah, he needs
some nice medication.
All right.
I think Nathan's worked really hard, put a lot of hours in to become a YouTuber that has the luxury of being able to do his work in the day and then spend the rest of their time with his family. And I remember my ones being that little, and they soon go. So yeah.
I
Sorry, mate.
totally agree. I remember when my kids were small, they consume all of your time, all of it. You know, you barely have time. You know, I was working all the time, and of course my wife was taking care. Oh, everyone knows this anyway. Whoever has kids, especially when they're small like that, it's just you have no time. That's it. They take it all like they should. Oh, I know what I wanted to bring up. Adam, you may not have heard this. You may have came in a little late. We were talking about hillbilly, blue balls, redneck retard, a.k.a. the photosynthetic redneck, a.k.a. no marbles science. He said something yesterday. I was watching Flatzoid's video. It was freaking hilarious the way he put it together. But he said the overall point in his argument was that the Earth, even in his spinning space monkey religion, that the Earth has a single reference frame. And then the next statement out of his mouth is that, and this is hilarious on two levels, excuse me, that when the object leaves, whether it be a balloon, ball, yeah, whatever, as long as it leaves the surface, will conserve angular momentum, right? Now, in that statement is two train wrecks. But my first question to you, if you have a single reference frame, and if you have nothing can leave it, but you're stuck right there because nothing leaves you only have a single reference frame, so how can you leave it? Right? That's the number one train wreck. Then he's I can't even go on any further. It's so stupid. But yeah, humor me. Even if it could leave that reference frame, why would it need to conserve any momentum whatsoever? It's in the same reference frame. It's so stupid. You can hardly attack it because it's that stupid.
I think that is a convolution of bits of real physics as well. As I can see, they've got the Walter Lewin train where it pops a ball out of the top and it goes along the track still, and then it catches it down the line. Fine on a straight thing because everything's in the same plane still. What they appear to be conflating is if they are going to have this second reference frame that's required, and it's a bit like firing it off the ball, isn't it? And you keep that angle at the point you leave the surface. The surface actually still keeps rotating underneath you, away from you. You maintain that plane in real physics, like with throwing a ball. Simple physics. So they then want to pretend that not only do you stay in lockstep, but you curve at the same rate as well. You maintain that angular change.
That's stupid. Yeah, but I didn't even get there. It's just my first point. That we'll deal with the angular, the conservation of angular momentum here in a second. It's so stupid. But it was my first point. If there's only one reference frame, how could you ever leave it if there's only one? How about that? I know it's too stupid. You're not ready for this. Yeah. This is really, really retarded.
Yeah, as my uncle used to say, you can't argue with an idiot.
It's so you can't do any. How can you leave something if there has to be two somethings to leave one thing and enter another? So you're not leaving anything. And the angular momentum is so stupid because angular momentum deals with angular velocity. It's radians per unit time, rotations per unit time. Stuff that even if you had a spinning ball tard, anything that left that reference frame, the non-inertial spinning reference frame that entered the inertial reference frame, doesn't have an angular velocity. It's not conserving angular momentum. It doesn't have. It's the actual Earth that you're talking about with the angular velocity and angular momentum, not the object. What is the balloon rotating? You're numpty dipshits. Unbelievable, man. You'll hear that again, by the way. Just to let you know, that's coming at you again in spades. Adam's going to be on the same clip, by the way.
Ooh. I don't make many clips. That'll be fun.
Nope. You made this one, though. And it's the swashbuckler boy. Hillbilly Blue Balls, redneck retard, a.k.a. the full redneck, a.k.a. no marble science. It's the signature numpty clip. Don't know when it's coming. It's coming, though. Look out. Like I said, it's going to make the $1 million man crash and burn look like a fender bender. Stay tuned. You're finished. Your blue tick coonhounds aren't going to recognize you, sir. Clown. All right, what else? We already been over independable variables. Hypothesis. What else did he say? Oh, the level is curved. Scotty with his curve has nothing to do with elevation. I like that one.
Yeah. Another desperate attempt to mean curve is flat, I assume.
Yep, curved is level. Yes, it is. Curve doesn't mean elevation. He said it 3 times. I can't believe it. What is this? Jokes? You heard Adam's response when I said that. It was just a sigh. Because what can you do? It's so some things can be so stupid, it's hard to have a comeback for them. I find that all the time. I'm telling you.
It's not so much stupid, it's just obvious what you're trying to conflate, so that your paradigm can exist. It's just the sigh is what they're doing. Oh, okay, that's what they're doing. You know what I mean? It's not based in reality. It's based in comprehending anti-flat earther rhetoric.
Yep. Anti-flat earther. That was some good stuff you guys come out with over there. I agree. All right. So we got levels, curve. We got independable variables. We have hypothesis. We have thermodynamics. Spectrochocoloscopy. What else do we need to go over? Oh, engineering is another one that he said. Did you hear when Chemo said engineering's not science? About 10 people jumped in all at once, right? All the baltards, right? It was like an allergic reaction. What? Engineering's not science? No, it's not. You cram munching window lickers. So
if engineering,
go ahead.
If engineering was science, why would you need a new word called engineering? You just stick with the word science, wouldn't you?
Yeah, they would be scientists, exactly. Yeah.
There for a reason to differentiate.
Yep. Let's see what else he had. Curvature. Yeah. I think we covered everything. Plus, if he's okay. Oh, statistical analysis. For whether the Earth spins or not. Can you?
What?
That is so stupid. I can't believe he said it. I think there was people in the Hangout that he tried to hoodwink or something. I don't know.
What statistics is that? Like the rate of sunrise every 24 hours?
Who knows, man? Where'd you get your statistical significance at? What's that? 0.5? Where'd you get that? It's just an arbitrary number they make up for statistical analysis. It's non sequitur. It has no application to this whatsoever. Not in science, it doesn't. Not in actual science, it doesn't. It's non sequitur. It doesn't follow. Has nothing to. They have nothing to do with each other. Statistics and actual science, nothing, zero. It's just a clown show move. I guess he's trying to baffle him with his motor mouth. He doesn't know dick about any statistical analysis anyway.
You tend to use stats in a more inductive process. You might then have those stats allow a kind of abductive thought that may lend down from that statistics for you to go into scientific inquiry. But the statistics in of themselves are kind of irrelevant. You might use statistics in some of your discussion summary within a paper. The statistics in of themselves are nothing to do with science. And you might use them to illustrate a point, but they're not the science.
Exactly. They have nothing to do with it. Yep. And did you hear him? He was using, they think that if it's something that could change, then it's an independable variable. They don't understand the cause factor of it. Listen, guys, that's the most important thing. The independent variable is what's causing the change in the dependent variable. That's the essence of it. Right? So, there's going to be a few more nutty clips coming. They always do it. They come up with these mainly with the spinning Earth, mainly with Foucault's pendulum, and that sort of deal. Right? So you're going to be hearing more about this. It's a train wreck.
I've got a show to pimp.
You do?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So I think I've finished episode 2 on my What is the World channel. So I think I'm going to post that tonight once it's finished uploading, which I'm doing at the moment. It's entitled Curvature, The Rise and Fall. And you've got a little cameo in there, John, as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And a little signet.
Make sure you send it to me. Skype me.
I will do. I'll send it. I'll stick it in.
Okay.
I'll start bits and bobs. But yeah, if what I might do, yeah, if I get chances, is just quickly stick the What is the World channel in the chat.
Do it.
So if people want to check it, it should be up at some point this evening.
Appreciate it. Betty!
Yeah?
Oh, I thought I'd catch you. I thought I'd catch you with just a token show up.
No. Just waiting to shout out a super chat that just came in.
Oh, really? Go ahead.
Yeah. It's one from Judada. And he says, a bottle to a gin. Can I have any wish? Give me a bottle of wine that never ends. Wait. Give 2 of those.
That's some baller logic right there. Hey, thanks, you dad. Appreciate it. Yeah, I like it.
Yep.
All right, that's it. That's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
Quick question.
Got
a baller to a gin. What's a gin? I know a gin like as an evil spirit in.
Yeah, genie.
Yeah.
Like in the bottle, right? Genie in a bottle?
That's what I took it as. Is that wrong?
I think it's good. Then again,
I've never heard it as a. I always thought it was an evil thing. That's why I was.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got you. I thought it followed. I thought it followed the context. I can have any wish, right? So it follows.
Jinx isn't that a sort of an evil thing?
Jinx?
Yeah, jinx. To be a jinx, right?
That was Halle Berry in one of the Bond movies. I thought her name was Jinx, wasn't it?
Oh, that's sort of prophetical then.
When it said gin, I thought it was saying alcohol beverages.
Verbalage.
Yeah, like-
Beverage.
Yeah, you got wine. You can also have gin, like gin tonic.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's GIN.
Well, it's just the pronunciation. It's with ballers the same way, right?
Is that like thermodynamics?
Yeah, it sounds like it. It must be it. Oh, someone says here, gin, the DJINN. Those are evil.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That was from Muslims, I think, for Muslim. The gin.
That's where I got it in my head, but thank you. Never a straight answer. So this followed what you said, Betty. Formation of genius.
Look, guess what it looks like? We're going to get out of here at a good time today, ladies and gentlemen.
What you got for tea? What tea's waiting, John? Or what lunch?
Tonight, that's going to be a good one. The other night was really good. My wife made pico de gallo, right? Fresh. So chicken quesadillas with pico de gallo and sour cream and guac. It was unbelievable. My wife is cooking her butt off lately. But you see that pico de gallo? That's been setting for like 2 days. Oh, yeah. I'm going to have to hit into that again.
You've lost me there. Pico de gallo.
Pico de gallo.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't know what it was either.
I guess you could call it, I don't know. Most people call it a condiment. I don't think it is. I can just eat pico de gallo and be good. It's a mix of tomatoes, onions, peppers. The main ingredient is cilantro. And what I've heard, you either love cilantro or you hate it. There's no in between. Me, I love it. I can lay in it. Probably get cilantro ivy.
Careful that it itches.
Yeah, that's right. Itchy eyes. Why don't you see it? Why don't you see a doctor for those eyes? Doctor, my eyes.
Yeah, there we go. Kiwi singing again.
Yeah. That happened this week, folks. I'll tell you that. Doctor, my eyes was happening. Somebody didn't give me a slide for that either.
Did it open your eyes?
It closed them.
Might go to sleep like the ballers do.
Yeah.
Be careful.
Yeah. Oh, there's Nathan again. Get him.
You wake up as a baller.
Get him. Nathan's in chat. Get him.
Oh, he wants me to shout out the show, but I already did, right?
All right. Let's see.
Maybe you should pin his debate thing.
You want to pin it up there for him? Make him happy.
Yeah, make him happy.
I had to go quiet there, John, because you did me again with a word I didn't know. Cilantro.
Yes.
I think we call it coriander. In North America, cilantro refers to the leaves and stalks of the plant, which is what we call coriander. And then you have coriander seed. But hence why I didn't know what it was. But yeah, so it's more like a kachumba, like an Indian salsa.
Oh, it's wonderful.
I like it too.
Yeah, it's so fresh. It's hard to beat. And I lived in San Antonio for 5 years, and I'll tell you what, I found the best pico de gallo. It wasn't that far away from where I lived, but they'd only have real tiny containers. Like it was like a quarter-size container in diameter and deep, right? And I used to pack them full. I'd have like 30 containers full, right? And bring them. It was unbelievable, man. Dump them all out. Just, oh boy, I tell you what. That was back.
Sounds like
Say again?
Sounds like an addiction.
It was an addiction. Yeah. You get addicted to food. Don't move to San Antonio unless you want to gain like 30, 40 pounds.
That's why I had to look up what this cilantro was. I actually thought it was a liqueur of some sort that went in there, but yeah, that is very nice coriander. You did sound addicted to it, John, as just demonstrated. You got some now.
Usually throw some in with some egg burritos. Throw some cilantro in there. Oh boy. Yeah, it's got many uses. Well, at least everyone's sticking around for the cilantro. Anyone out there? You got any opinions on cilantro? We're plumb out of baltards. I mean, they're not anywhere around. They ain't coming in here. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, well, we got a lot of others here, right? Listening in.
Yeah, what do we got? We got what, an hour and 30? Yeah, that's good enough. Go ahead, Betty. Let's go through them all. See what they have to say. See if anything's on their mind.
Yeah, I got Brian's logic at first place, but he came in later. I think. I don't know if he listened to everything. But Brian's logic. Want to have anything to add? Say.
Hey Betty, hey Kiwi, hey Adam. Yeah, I was just listening to. I meant to come in earlier, but I got held up someone talking to me, so I couldn't join the show. But I was listening into it, whatever I could. Yeah, I like Kiwi's point on the conservation of angular momentum. One of the questions that I recently have been putting to some of the ballers is if their claim, although it kind of goes against what Kiwi was saying, if their claim is that their atmosphere is rotating with their globe, and their claim is also that their aeroplanes also conserve this momentum, then the two of those can't conserve the momentum because airplanes fly through air. So how can air and airplanes both conserve the same momentum, as it would make airplanes impossible to fly?
What type of momentum are you talking about?
Conservation of angular momentum.
Not angular momentum, you're not. the plane's not rotating.
Well, not my claim. No, actually, when I was listening to you earlier, what you were saying about the angular momentum, actually, that was the real conservation of angular momentum, and so it kind of makes my point mute, or moot, I should say.
It makes it mute. See, that's what we were talking about before. When you keep on screwing it up the way they've screwed it up, you adopt it and then screw it up.
Yeah. So that's it. That's all I've got to add.
Cool, man. Cool.
Thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome, Don Gio. Sorry, Betty, I'm stepping on
you. Go ahead. Don, are you there?
Stop whining about your leg.
Might be falling asleep. He's too busy.
Yeah, that's fine.
Let's go to the next one. John P. Ryan.
Dr. Ryan.
Hello.
Hello, Dr. Ryan.
Yeah, I'm kind of done with the whole CIA crap. But anyway.
Yeah. John P. Ryan, boy.
You picked it right up. Good on you.
Yeah.
I want to say thank you for the Saturday show. I had to listen to the replay. I couldn't listen to it live. But like the breakdown of the whole refraction thing, because I manned the lobby over in the 24/7 and a couple other servers. They were hitting refraction pretty hard the night before your presentation. So with your little sneak peek that you gave on the live stream a couple nights ago, I was able to kind of break them down. But then shortly after your presentation, I started hearing like arguments that you can't trust your eyes, that we're just seeing optical illusions.
Right.
So they're running away. It seems like the majority. I haven't heard refraction begocked in a couple hours. Like they're going straight for the moon right now.
They always do that. They'll always go up to the sky, man, into the fairy tale sky, because they ain't got anything here.
Everything. And I broke something down for a gentleman in a different server yesterday, and they're like, so what's your model? I'm like, there's no model. We're not claiming a model, saying that we've tested the proclaimed measurements for the proclaimed geometry, and we've found it to be false. So everything that's built on that model is being called into question. So they started talking about sticks and shadows. I'm like, well, that doesn't prove squat. You can have it from a distant light on a curved surface and a local light with a flat surface. Big deal. You're not proving anything.
Yep.
And they're like, well, so how do you prove the local sun? I'm like, well, I just disproved your radius that your distant sun is based off of. You got to prove your radius. And they couldn't handle it.
Yeah, you sound sharp, man.
Just got to stick it to the radius. That's all. All the others, everything else is fluff.
Yep, you're right.
Distraction.
I agree with you. Yep. Cool, man. Appreciate it.
Good show.
Thanks. Go ahead, Betty.
Yeah, Noah 808 is on deaf mute, so I can't get him. And I got Phoenix Rising 86. I've unmuted you. You have anything to say?
No questions. I just got back into the debate after a few years. So, like hearing like something like the Black Swan after a few of Nathan's shows, I'm like, what the F are you guys talking about? I thought at first you were talking about a swan, and then I'm like, I got to look into this. So instead of like astronaut, you saw she refused to Google anything. I'm like, oh, okay. So I've been using the Black Swan since the get-go, just not knowing what it was called.
Wait. Did you get up to speed on it?
Yeah. Like years ago, I got myself a P900. I live off the Great Lakes, so I can pick one of them and get you something easy.
Yeah, but you're going to need a distance marker out there, right? Do you have a distance marker?
It depends on which areas I was picking from. Like I was going from a shore-to-shore point off of Lake Erie. There's something called the Old Cut.
Right.
So if you go down and into the Old Cut, then you can go and look up into the bay kind of thing with Port Dover and whatnot on the North Shore.
Okay. Wait. Yep. You need a distance marker. That's going to make it wired tight. You have to have a distance marker, though they ain't going to get you. They're too stupid to get you, but just for everyone's sake, your audience sake, you know, who you're talking to, you have to be precise as possible. Even though you know how far stuff is, you know, you still have to, distance marker is really crucial.
100%, or like send a buddy out with a boat or something like that, and then you can do it like that as well.
Yes. Yep. Cool. Glad to have you back.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Okay. On to the next. Scrat is flat.
Hey, how are you all doing?
Good. You on the road?
Yes, sir. I just tuning in to hear what's agree with everything. So.
Yep, you're chopping up. Where are you? Tupelo, Mississippi?
Wyoming.
That was close.
Wyoming.
I said I was close.
Oh, I don't know about that.
It depends on the reference size.
Okay.
If we're talking Fairy Tale Galactic, I'm hyper close. If we're talking local, then yeah, you got a point. All right. Anything else, sir?
No, not really. I love listening to you and destroy the argument and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, they don't have an argument.
You catch the refraction argument?
I was actually, when you were covering most of the stuff, I was busy swapping my trailers. I was at my meat place and doing all the work. So I basically missed most of what you were saying.
You can always go back and re-listen.
Oh, yeah, I probably will.
Make sure you do that.
Will do.
It's critically important. You'll see why in the first 5 minutes.
Okay.
Okay. Sweet. I'm going to test you on it next time I see you.
Okay. Will do.
Okay. Sweet. Thanks, man.
Yep.
Okay, then we go to the next Snow Burner X. Are you there? I guess not. Nope, he's not there.
Sorry, I didn't realize I didn't realize I'd unmute myself. That was silly. Yeah, no, thank you for the refraction show. That was very, very nice. I was expecting that to go a lot longer than it did before you came to rest the case. So that was funny.
The prosecutor rested at Exhibit 1A, sir.
Yes, sir. That is correct. And I was expecting it to go at least a little bit further. And nope, no, that was pretty quick and off the knees.
Yep, right off the knees.
Yeah.
You got it.
Only thing else to add would be I grew some cilantro this year. I'm trying to learn to love it. So you are correct. It does taste weird. To some
I didn't
people.
say it tasted weird. Yeah. Cool, yeah. All right, man. Anything else?
No, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, and then we have as last Adam Meakin. Okay.
Yeah, again, sorry for my lateness. Little distraction there as well. I've just spammed the link. I'm going to try and cut up Nathan. Right? I've scheduled the premiere for 10:30. So, the link. Not that my numbers will affect his, but anyway, yeah. So it's out there, guys. Appreciate it if anyone wants to watch it. It's on.
And you guys still want the scientific method and natural law scientific theory deal next time, right?
I think that would be a wise recap. I'm sure it'd help a number of ballers that have come into the debates confused.
So am I going to have to go over the independable variable?
I think as a brief recap of the scientific method, yeah, that independability is worth mentioning.
Dependability. Betty, you created a monster with this, I'm telling you. Well, girl, take us home.
Well, it just rolled off the tongue, didn't it? Take you home, huh?
Yeah, take us home.
All right. Well, it was a sort of strange show, right? With the singing of QE in the middle, as Michael Jackson. Funny as hell.
Eat your heart out, sir.
What?
Nothing.
Huh. So, yeah, I think that we listened to the Scott Feach, and there's a lot to come, I think. He did another show, right? That he's going to be featured in.
A signature numpty clip, like I said, it's going to make $6 million man crash and burn look like a fender bender.
When's going to happen? When's going to happen?
That's a good question. I got 6 to 8 of them signatures to go. So, and I don't know what order I'm going to put them in. So it'll just, I don't know how I'm going to do that. But he just had one. So I'm not going to send him out again. You might have to wait for that, but it's good things come to those who wait.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. So that's something to be looking forward to, right?
Yes.
So we have a good sort of numpty clip review here. And we await a couple of more during this week, right?
Yeah, there's a couple good ones in there. Yep.
Are you going to have a vacation at some point, or is it?
Oh, yeah, I am. So at the end of the month, I'm headed towards West by God, Montana. Headed up to a luxury ranch resort for a week. Spend it with my siblings.
Okay.
Take my daughter up there with me.
Yeah, and are we going to be looking at numpty clips during that week, or is it just sort of a quiet week then?
We'll have to play that one by ear. We'll see. I haven't thought about it just yet because it's a couple of weeks away. So I'll figure something out. I promise it'll be okay.
People might miss you,
Why wouldn't they?
Right? Well, exactly. It might have to keep them entertained while you are being entertained in a luxury ranch in Montana.
Well, listen, we'll just have you run the show.
Oh, no.
Yes, you can do it. Who wants Betty to run the show while I'm on vacation? Hey, thanks, Tony.
Yeah, Tony Whitcomb. Ballers be begging for any lies to get them out of the whole. What? With the contradictions of the planet, of the Earth's spin. Any takers? Did I pronounce that wrong?
You screwed that all up. Now there could be now it's Tony, so there could be a riddle in there. Let me go ahead and say it in English this time.
Yeah, do.
Ballers be begging for any lies to get them out of the hole with the contradictions of Earth's spin. Any takers? Yeah, I agree, Tony. It's a train wreck. Wherever they go, whatever direction they take with this, it's a dumpster fire. They're going to run into a flamethrower any direction they take. Yep, good on you for recognizing it. Yep, a lot of contradictions. And thanks for the super chat, man. Appreciate it.
All right. So, to take us home, it is like watch the Numpty clips that are coming this week, and no Ballbusters on Saturday, right? Will be next week because we had one already.
Yep.
Any chance you know already what the next Ballbusters one is going to be about?
Yeah, yep. There was a suggestion. I just touched on it with Adam just a couple minutes ago. Nathan and Adam made a request to do this. Go over the scientific method again, specifically with natural law versus theory. Their request was based on they had a lot of new people coming in.
Okay.
So, but we dropped Anchor in there, I don't know, a couple months ago, I think it's been. But it's okay. It's good to go back over that stuff over and over and over again, right? So I don't have a problem with it, and I enjoy going over the scientific method since I created it. I authored it, so I, might as well.
Yeah, it's a unique scientific method. Yes.
Yeah, it's my method, so why wouldn't I enjoy doing it again?
Hey, I got a question.
Yeah.
What days? This is my first time finding this live. What days do you do this, and is it always at 2:00?
Yeah, it's real difficult. It's every Tuesday at 2 p.m. U.S. Central.
Okay.
And then
yeah.
And then Ballbusters is every other week, Saturday, 2 p.m. U.S. Central, 8 p.m. UK.
I'm sorry, I was distracted. Can you say that one more time?
Yes.
The Ballbusters.
Oh, the Ballbusters is every other Saturday at 2 p.m. U.S. Central, so same time, 8 p.m. UK.
Okay.
Unless
so
one of the
Tuesday
privileged views.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was saying that Ballbusters thing is unless one of the privileged views at a luxury lodge, that'll be cancelled.
Yeah, if it's at the luxury lodge, I like that. That's a nice touch, Adam. I can hear the jealousy in your voice.
Could you tell?
Yes.
I was a little confused. What is the difference in terms of what you get between a lodge and a luxury lodge? Are we talking jacuzzi?
We're talking. We're talking $10,000 a night.
Oof. Smash that super chat, everyone! Smash that super chat.
Now, listen to me, people. That's not me. One of my siblings has run into kind of a big payday, and she just wants to get the family together. My mom recently passed away, and I think we have few chances on being together. We're all spread out all over the U.S. Not all over it, but pretty spread out. So this gives a chance for us to get together, right? So, yeah, got to do it.
Some quality time.
Are you flying to Montana or driving?
Flying.
Oh, okay.
Would you do that? Because it's bad over there with all these pilots dying and stuff.
What?
Yeah, the pilots are dying. Haven't you heard?
Pilots are dying while they're flying?
Yeah, loss of angular momentum.
I think that's really lovely, John, what your cousin nephew's doing. So, yeah, have a good time, sir, and you and all the other erasers.
And all the other erasers. That's too funny, man. Well, yeah, thanks, man. It's coming up. It's coming up fast. I've never experienced anything like this. So there's a lot of I think I'm gonna spend a lot of time with they have a lot of rifle and pistol ranges, skeet ranges, and stuff like that. You know, they got the regular horseback riding and nature stuff. I gotta watch out because I don't want to become bear scat. So I gotta be careful there. So I figured I'd spend most of my time at rifle and shotgun ranges, maybe a couple pistol ranges, and archery. So I'm doing a lot of that. They have fly fishing, but I don't think so. My fly fishing days are sort of over. Horseback riding, I don't think so. They also have a ropes course. I used to do them back in the day. I don't think their ropes course is going to come up to speed with the ropes course I used to do, but I can't do that stuff anymore. Well, thank you for that, Nathan. Appreciate that. Yep. I miss her.
Well, if you're doing you're always on the rifle ranges, then you'll always have a weapon. So if a bear does turn up, you'll have some chance.
Oh, I'm gonna have all the chance because I'm launching friggin' bullets downrange and in volleys.
You know, when you're aiming at there, how much of a compensation for earth spin will you be taking?
It doesn't matter. I fire, ready, aim. right. Just launch.
Been with a straight line of sight. That sort of aiming.
I remember this was so long ago. I was talking with one of these special forces guys many, many years ago. And he said, I'm going to give you a bit of advice. He goes, when you get in it, that you keep your ass down and you launch friggin' bullets. That's what he said, man. I lost it. I said, yeah, makes sense. So, yeah, I sort of practiced that my whole life. Ready, fire, aim. Doesn't matter. I'm hitting something out of pure probability. Too funny, man. Yeah. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'll give you the report. Maybe take some photos and stuff, right? And bring them back. Maybe put them on the show. Who knows? Just depends. So thanks for asking, guys. I appreciate that, Betty. Went on 15 minutes just on that.
Yeah, well, people are sending their condolences for your mother.
I seen that. Yeah, I already thanked Nathan for that. Thank you. Yep, appreciate it.
Well, it happened a while ago, but yeah, it's still your mom, right?
Yeah, no one can replace that. That's for sure. Yeah, get me all choked up over it.
Well, and the thing is, keeping up with your siblings is very good too, right? Because family is family.
Yeah. Yep.
Replace that.
Yeah, especially when they're at distance, it creates an issue. It's always been that way. I've not always been far away from them. They were kids. We've got some age difference. Thus, so ever since I was like 20 years old, we've been apart. We've gone our own ways. So yeah, it's good to get back together with those guys. I love those guys.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. So, but Saturday, no Ballbusters, but next Tuesday we'll be there with another QE Live, right?
Yeah, we'll see what's happening there. Might do refraction again. I don't know just yet. We'll see how this week goes. I'll get a feel for it and see if there's any other subjects that pop up that we need to deal with that I feel that flat earthers are having a difficult time with. It's a feel thing.
Yeah. And a numpty clip playing maybe next week?
Oh, there's numpty clips playing. For for the next, it's a good question. They'll slowly come to an end over the next 2 months because I feel I got enough population size. I mean, if I got 100 numpty clips, 200, I think it's just overkill. It takes a lot of work to do them also. Not that I mind that. It takes a lot of my time, and I have some time to devote to that, but I should have devoted to other things too. And like I said, it's gonna go overboard. 100. Go ahead. You wanted to rumpus me? Go ahead.
Yeah, it's football fantasy.
It's football fantasy time too. You got that right. I got a cat behind me meowing. Wait a second. Take the con, Betty.
Take the con? Well, this may be a good time to shout out Nathan's show any better than I already did, right? He's having a show on his channel, Nathan Oatmeat 1980, and it's called Fire Up Debate, and the number is 4062 already. It's an after show, and go over there, people, after the show is done, and see what happens there.
All right, I'm back, Betty. Put a cork in it.
Luckily, I had that around.
Yeah. All right, is that it?
Yeah. And I got a Betty's ace from Nathan. Yay! Luckily, that's good.
Go ahead and put that in your hope chest.
I did.
Yeah, I figured you did. All right, guys. Appreciate you coming. Stay tuned, like I said, for the numpty clips this week, and there'll be another signature coming out next week. They'll be rolling through, and then we'll go subject by subject. Like I said, get a feel for what's going on out there. Get the pulse of the people. So, take no prisoners. No quarter will be asked. None shall be given. And remember, I'll be back.